Cheza journeys when I've walked out of my comfort zone and got myself out there, and sometimes realize I'm the one I've been waiting for, by the way, to make that change. And Cheza has been pushing me towards that. Like, there's nobody else you're waiting for to make that change you're thinking in your mind. Lived in Kibera forever, and my childhood was interesting because Kibera is fun. I had friends, so many friends, because the houses are near one another and everything. My childhood was super fun. I had 2 parents, I have 2 siblings. I would find myself back at home watching television, and one day when I was singing, like people were singing in a choir, but they were dancing, so it was like interesting, like the moves were super cool to me. That's when I felt in love with dance. So before I didn't know if I could dance. So I told my friend Collins, have you seen this, like people dancing and everything? He came, saw the video. I was really happy when I was dancing. I started making choreographies together with Collins in our house. We would put like tables at the table aside because our house was in like a single room. And after some time we went to the church with our own choreography now. And ever since I've been dancing.
Yes, so welcome to where we have our mini library, where we sit as a team on Monday meetings.
My dad don't believe in dance. Growing up, he didn't believe in dance. So after some point, he told me to stop dancing. So by that time, he decided to chase me away from home. I think that's when I started my life really. So I was finding ways to survive. At this point is when like found myself with wrong friends, some of them wrong friends, wrong group. So this point it was all about just trying to survive. And in the process of this, or in the midst of this, we lost like 2 friends to theft. And at that moment, you see, when the pressure is too much, that brought me to a standstill where I asked myself, really, where do I want my life to go? I decided to dive deep into what I had. And as I've said, I only had dance. And I said, everything that I'll do it through dance. That's where I found like all the heartbreaks, all the anger, all the happiness, I was taking them into dance. And with that, we founded like a crew before even Cheza. So together with Collins, we started like a crew.
Some of them come to this side for the readings, to do the readings.
So we were like out there looking for opportunities that can take us back to school and for us to like just be educated. Because personally, I believe without education, also making a change is a big problem, of a problem, because you need to have that knowledge. So after some time, we got a scholarship, went to school. So with the crew, we were dancing at a shop hall in Kibera. So while we were doing our practices, there were these kids coming like to the window. And one Saturday I decided, okay, you kids just come in, because I went to the hall early and the kids were there. So I decided before the crew come in, I invite these kids and we dance. So dancing, the feeling I felt like dancing with these kids, it's a feeling I cannot explain. From that moment, it like came to my mind, like came to my heart, this is what I want. Just seeing these kids expressing themselves, smiling all over, connecting with one another, spreading the joy in the room, that was it for me. That's how Cheza I'd say we started.
Yes, so this is where we store our food, the ones we're giving the families. The remainders, like you see, we have tomatoes, as we call it in Africa, tomatoes. Yes.
So at Cheza we increase access of life skills education and social emotional learning. And we are doing this through dance because again, that's the gift that God gave. And our goal is for every child who's come in contact with us, with Cheza, to reach their full potential. I'll take one story of Vincent. And Vincent was this boy who was really troublesome. I'll say he was facing the same problem I was facing back then of finding a place to belong to. So he got himself into so many problems and troubles, and most of the times we were being called probably Collins or me, we cannot see Vincent for like a week. We look for him, go to police stations, then you'll find him at a police station like in Kawangware. Then so many things were happening. But then in these few years, we've seen a different person because at Cheza we give them that safe space where nobody's judging you, but we are here to listen and understand you. And that I think has helped Vincent to turn out to who he is right now. So right now he's a beautiful, wonderful choreographer.
And welcome to our dancing space. This is where we do the dance and magic.
I'm seeing Cheza growing, expanding, and creating more employment, because that's our goal as well. To create employment for the youths. More business opportunities with the schools. So we want to expand our network with schools, get to so many schools as possible, to reach more kids. Because in the next 5 years, we want to reach like over 50,000 children.
In 7 hours or less, what keeps you going?
The kids.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
Trust in the process, and take it slow, learn more.
If you're a superhero, what would your powers be?
Positive energy.